set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And down to the 29-yard line. 46 yards on the ground. For him so far.
A gain of 46 yards on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon runs over it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finds the open target, Arnold.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Touchdown! It's complete. Jamar Chase. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bengals 7, Ravens nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive and keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Now Brown. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Dobbins is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Second and 11. Flushed out right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. A beautiful fake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. Broken tackle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Second and 4. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record. And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They'll run here with Dobbins. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just outside his own goal line. "35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through.
Well, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal. McPherson's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind him.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Duvernay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Well, the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. Not much there, only a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's a 2nd and 7. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Brandon Stephens.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the